Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I'm known as Autumn around here, and it is so good to see everybody. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Oh dear. Oh, there's all kind of news coming in, but I'm here. I'm here every day of the year at 12 noon to take your 12 political questions. I take 12 questions at 12 noon here at Central Time in the U.S., Chicago time, which is where I am. And I do my best to answer them as I can. So I'm going to write them down here. And when this is done, I go down into the, by the way, it's not only pinned comment with time stamping, it's also in the description box. So after this, you can, if you can't, I know YouTube doesn't always show even my pinned comment. So it's always in the description box where it's the time stamping. So you can always go in there and get right to what you're interested in. So as soon as it's available, it's there. It's there. So I go in there and I put in the time stamping, and then I go back and I try to make it as accurate. I go through the video, try to make it as accurate as I can so that it's better for you. So anyway, we have the best moderators on the internet, for which I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. Thank you. And we have really friendly people here. So if you are watching this on replay, hello, do come by if you can. People here are really friendly. If any questions you have for me or anytime you're speaking to me, just put it in all caps in the chat, and then I'll know you're speaking to me. Other than that, just please type normally when you're talking to anyone else other than me. So then, because people have whole conversations and greet each other and what have you. So, and 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And that is an ongoing thing. Every day of the year. I'm here every day of the year. So let's do the thing. All right. I so look forward to this. Okay. Oh, and this right here. This is my co-host, Boo Boo Zen Kitty. Just snoozing on the gray chair. This is the gray chair of happiness. If I am in the gray chair of happiness, I am usually quite happy. So anyway, that's why I call it that. It has its twin over here. That's for guests. So if somebody comes to visit, they can sit in the other gray chair of happiness. They're twins. Anyway. All right, let me see. I'm looking for anything in all caps. Hey, Stephen, will Schumer be able to pass into law Biden's agenda? Oh, okay. Will Schumer be able to pass Biden's agenda? Oh, this is so wonderful. It is so wonderful to be reading on these people who are not energetic cesspools. It's so much nicer. I did notice that my the viewership's down, but I imagine that's happening to lots of people because it's like people aren't as afraid. And you know what? I'll happily take that hit. That is fine with me. So, okay, let's see here. Patsy, hey Patsy. Oh, the kitten. Oh, Boo Boo. Oh, he's so cute. Duh. Oh, sorry, he's just so cute. Patsy, 3M Moscow Mitch McConnell. Obstructionist still. Will he leave the Senate before the end of his current term? Okay. MMM. Leave Senate before end of current term. Okay. He just had he's got what, 6 years? He comes up again for re-election 2026, I think, something like that. Killbilly, be right back. Need coffee. No donuts, though. All right. course, you just reminded me that I have not. Hang on. Hang on. I don't even know what some of these are. It's hard to see. Oh, let's try this. There we go. All right. We can still see the kitty. Okay, comments. Let's see here. Looking for anything else in all caps. Mims, dear Ottoman friends, here's a super short video just for fun for fans of anyone who's fans of West Wing. Oh, I've heard there are great similarities, so we'll all have to check that out later, Mims. Okay, Steve, are there any immediate steps being taken about the border kit? Oh, yeah, there should not be any delays. Oh, agreed. Immediate steps about border kits. Got it. All right, I will happily look at that. Not happily the topic, but I will happily check in. I will happily check in on that to see if something's being done. Anyway, all right. Kristen from Uncover the News is here. Hello, Kristen. How will Trump react to the unsealed indictments? Will he try to escape? Many readers are saying he will end up in the hospital. Oh, gosh. Trump reaction to unsealed indictments. Law enforcement who had the sealed indictments. You can move ahead with that any time now. That would be awesome. Okay, thanks. All right, to unsealed indictments. Hospital. I hope not. I don't want him hurt, ill, or anything permanent like that. I just want justice. That's it. Just want justice. Okay. Wondering Eyes, everybody, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Got my first dose of the vaccine today. Good. Let's see here. KD, I just got off the phone with the IRS. If you haven't received your stimulus checks, file your income taxes for 2020. They have a provision for stimulus recovery. It will come in your refund. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. And anything else? Stephen, will Schumer get rid of the filibuster? Ooh, okay. Rid of filibuster. All right, we'll have a look at that. Thank you, Stephen. Okay, anything else in all caps? Oh, here we go. Kristen from Uncover the News. How will Trump Okay, I've got that. Okay, got that down. Thank you. Okay, and anything else looking? AGB. Do you think most of the Q people can be reached and brought back to the real world? Yes, I honestly do. But we should look. Most Q people reached and brought back to reality. Okay. Got it. That's number 6 for today. Thank you. Beverly, good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon, Beverly. Okay. Geeky Billy, hello, Autumn. I'm back. Prepare for a nerd fest. Isn't every day a nerd fest? It's not a nerd fest. What am I doing here? I'm just not happy with the hair today, but that's okay. All right. Joy. Joy is asking, what is the future of Russia under the Biden administration? Okay. Let's look. Under the Biden admin. Okay. Got it. Number 7. All right. Hope is saying hi, Autumn. Hope all is good with you. Love and light, I think that means at the end. Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm here with you guys, which is where I want to be. And it's a beautiful day, and there's one of the 2 kitties are here. So, okay, let's see. Oh, okay, it just jumped. Let me see where YouTube dumped me out. Steve, I think Schumer should be nice to McConnell as he could be instrumental in persuading the Republicans to convict. Should Schumer be nice to McConnell? After everything that's happened. Take a look at that. Okay. Beautiful dreamer. With a post-illness recovery, will there be a new Department of Psychology? Wouldn't it come under Health and Human Services? I haven't, like, its own separate thing? Same thing? I don't see how that would work. But just my lack of imagination is not my lack of imagination does not make something so. Let me just, will there be a new Department of Psychology? There will be a beefing up of psychological, being able to get access to psychological help. I am getting that. So, for what it's worth. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Beautiful dreamer. Will there be, okay, develop for recovery. You're just beefing up. Okay, we got that. Michelle, will Senator Schumer and Moscow Mitch come to an agreement on power in the Senate? Okay, I've got that down. Okay. A centaur, Trump and the gang planning another coup. Trump planning another coup. Let's see. All right, so got that down for number 9. Grandma Rose, hey, will the Senate begin the impeachment trial immediately after receiving it, or will they wait a couple of weeks per McConnell's request? Okay, impeachment. We'll just check in with the impeachment in general. So, okay, immediate in the Senate. Or wait, but we'll check in general as well. Okay, that's number 10 for today. I've got space for 2 more questions, and then I'll be back tomorrow. So if I don't read on your question, because YouTube also cuts things off, and it's not just stuff sometimes it's beginning, sometimes in the middle. It's very strange. But I'm here tomorrow, and if I don't read on your question or I don't acknowledge you or something like that, it is never anything personal. I promise. I promise. I promise. I am so grateful you're here. And I am so grateful you're here. That's the beginning and end of it. Okay. And Patty, will Mitch slow down the impeachment? Okay, we'll be looking at that. There's beautiful dreamers question. Okay, November. Will the ethics probe request into Cruz and Hawley be granted? Okay, ethics probe into Cruz and Hawley. Those two geniuses. Oath of office. What's that? Hawley, yes, no, in or out. All right, I've got space for one more here. Let's see. Got that. Cindy, hi, Autumn. Can you please read on Mike Flynn's brother being at the Pentagon on January 6th? What? What are we worried about? I think we should read on Flynn. I don't know about his brother, though. I don't know anything about his brother. I thought it was his son that was the bigger issue. Because I had a request yesterday, I think, that came in after I had my 12 to read on Flynn. So I've got that down. So, but if there's something more specific, let me know when we get closer to that reading. All right. So I have my 12 questions for today. Like I said, I'm here every day of the year. I will be back tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to start reading on this. So we're going to be looking a lot at Schumer today. Schumer and McConnell seem to be a big topic of a discussion. Okay, will Schumer be able to pass Biden's agenda? Majority Leader Schumer. Wow. Proxy Bowl. Autumn, his brother was at the Pentagon when they asked for help at the insurrection. He wouldn't send help. Is his brother still in the military? I don't. Thank you, Patty. The whole Flynn family is. Let me tilt this down just a tiny bit. You can see the kitty a little better. There we go. Hi, okay. General Charles Flynn held back DOD help on January 6th. Really? That was who that was, huh? Flynn held back National Guard from the Capitol. Yes. Oh, yes. Let's have a look at that. Unbelievable. How do these people sleep at night? I don't know. Angelica, what a nice change of energy. It is. It really is. All right. Okay. So we are at, sorry, we're now, I was yammering. Now we're 19. Okay. Will Schumer be able to pass Biden's agenda? You get the energy. Well, the Republicans are frustrated, but there's so much relief, and the stress level has come down so much. I mean, to some extent, if you think about it, I wonder if what happened at the Capitol, the attack on the Capitol building, I wonder if it was just the 4 years, it was like the natural crescendo, the inevitable conclusion, the run up to the end of that administration. And now it's like, truth is in charge. Science, get people help. That's the biggest thing. There was a really, really good book I read years ago called Gray is the Color of Hope. It is about a political prisoner who was sent to Siberia in the 80s, just for publishing anti-communist, like a newsletter, basically. And she was in this terrible place. And it was about her daily life and what happened to her while she was there. And it was harrowing. But one of the things she said, of all the things she went through, the cold, the lack of food, just of all the awful, awful things she went through, she said the worst thing of all was the lies. When they would look you right in the face and they would just lie to you. And we all now know exactly what she means. So just talking, not having this constant stream of belligerent nonsense is huge. All right. Oh, so much has been broken in the government. So much has been broken. And working together, institutions being, oh, this is beautiful. This is all the damage that was done. But then look at this partner. This is the institutions, and we have Biden here. We've got happy Democrats in the middle. We have partnerships right here, and medical partnerships over response to the medical needs. And this is beautiful. It was such a long time coming. Ah. Very nice. Breath of fresh air. All right. Now let's look at the troll in the works. Okay. McConnell. Oh, Craig, I'm afraid I've got my 12 questions for today, but I'll be back tomorrow. Kind of first come, first serve. Ooh, uncover the news. Kristen has news for us. The House rejects McConnell's request to delay the impeachment charge. It arrives Monday. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Will Moscow Mitch McConnell, will he leave the Senate before his term is up? Which I believe his term ends in 2026. Will McConnell leave before his term is up? Oh, it's just this constant, like, annoying buzz of frustration. And it just goes on and on. Oh, he's just going to be frustrated the whole. Good. While he's sat by and did nothing about so many heinous things, you can sit right there. The Democratic Knights protecting the realm. It's very exciting. The possibility of, this is my card of vacation or retirement. That's where we're starting. That's what this is about. I think that might It feels like it's going to be a bigger thing. He's got more coming in the future that he doesn't realize right now. This is my card of evidence brought to the Democrats. That is in the center, insult and injury. Adding insult to injury to Mitch. He's already frustrated. He's already, basically he only has his judges to keep him warm at night. And a communication of strength. But with this right in the middle, with it being swords, which is law enforcement for me, and evidence and law enforcement, I think there's some stuff coming. So he'll be thinking about it. He'll be thinking about it, but it's way over here. But he decides, no, I'm going to stay. And it has to do also with the other Republicans in the Senate and in Congress who communicated Trump's agenda, because it's wands. I get wands for Trump stuff. And there's the evidence is right there. So he's not gonna he's gonna hang around for quite a while. He's not gonna be happy. And as Andre says, well, then again, I have my own version of that. Couldn't happen to a bigger jerk. Anyway. Okay, we'll come back. We'll be coming back to the Senate here in just a moment. 27. Please tell me there are immediate steps about helping the border kids. Please tell me there are immediate steps about helping the border kids. I can definitely hear some people like throughout the government who were stopped from dealing with this, just being like, thank you, finally. Okay, let's because there was some efforts to reunite, but it wasn't what it should have been. And there have been some very frustrated people just waiting, just counting down the minutes until Biden got it. Can't give really time for revenge of the nerds, Moscow Mitch. Celebrations of families reunited. I know this isn't a family card, but that's what it feels like, a celebration. Like families reunited, or families about to be reunited, or families specifically getting notice that they're going to be reunited. That's lovely. That's lovely energy. All right, let's see here, though. The kids, poor little mites. Oh, I'm not going to repeat the garbage that Trump and Melania, she who does not care, and Mike Pence and all of them said. Garbage. Oh, yes, absolutely. I also think that people who separated these kids and didn't follow them, didn't keep track of them, didn't. There's going to be prosecutions about this. There's going to be prosecutions about this. Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This will not stand. This is ended. It's almost like this yellow standing out against all this other blue, kind of blue of what happened. It's like end. Done. So it's then there will be justice, is what it feels like. There will be some justice. Obviously, just have hurt kids. So I'm even happier to read on this next question, which is Trump's reaction to unsealed indictments. Oh, is Sheila here? Hey, Sheila. Let's see here. Trump's reaction to unsealed indictments. Let me see if I can get this energy. It feels like he just had a meeting. I was getting, for a couple of days now, it was kind of denial. Like, I'm just going to go play golf and I'm not going to, they've come after me before so many times and it didn't work. And we'll find a way. This won't be any different. But in the middle of the night, he worries. This feels like he's had some meetings now with lawyers, people organizing his defense, people talking about what he's facing. Also feels like a meeting where like Junior was there, and maybe even a couple of the kids were there, or a few of the kids were there. But like going over, okay, this is potentially what's coming, this is potentially this. And a very sobering conversation for Trump. So yeah, he's in a bad mood. What will Trump's reaction be to the unsealed indictments? Do tell. What will Trump's reaction be to the unsealed indictments? Oh, wow. I just got this horrible gunk like down the side of my face. What the heck was that? Get off me. I'm like Cher in Clueless. As if. No, but it's not that kind of ick, but it's just kind of an ick. What is that? Get off me. Oh. Okay. Note to self, or note to everybody out there. Look, you do what you want. You're, consenting adults. This is not for kids. This channel's not for kids. This whole channel's for adults. Okay. You do your thing. You do you. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. The more stuff you take that is mind altering, it does mess with your energy field. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I myself take a prescription. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying heavy drug users, they end up with all kinds of gunk. And this feels somewhat very unnatural, very chemical. And that was really icky. And get off of me. And if anybody's good at like could help me clear some of the gunk off of, I feel like I just got slimed. I would really appreciate it. That was awful. Beautiful dreamer, I agree. Prescription and street drugs are different. Well, yes, that's true. But Eliza, Barbara Brennan has great illustrations of the holes in the auras in her books. Oh, is that the big workbook? What's it? Blue, the Hands of Light or Hands of. I think I have 2 books by her, with the drawings of like the different, like what your aura's doing when you're in different emotional states, and it was fantastic books. I want to know who's going after Kushner. That's what I want to know. Tony, you need cat energy. Yeah, I just don't. I don't want to. I don't want to gunk up his energy. Thank you, lucky girl. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Wow. Oh, there are going to be so many. Oh, so many. They're just going to keep coming. Yeah, the strength of what's coming against him, putting him on the defensive. And right now, he's just, the expression is big, fat, and happy. In his, in the building he's staying in, that he shouldn't be staying in, but he got the tax break by it not being his residence, and he's treating it like his residence anyway because rules don't apply to him. There's so much coming. And I'm getting at the word unravel. There's so much to unravel off of the wheel of fate here. It's been for more than 4 years. It was there, but then it's been like tied tighter and tighter and more stuff. And it's just been all contained there, and it's going to unravel. And so many juries, so many cases, so many, and of course anyone who goes against him is a Democrat, of course. But how is he going to react? Right now, I'm just getting fat, dumb, and happy. Well, not happy-ish. But once it hits, it all starts coming out, which is hopefully sooner rather than later. Auntie Letitia, Uncle Si, hi. What you doing? Do you need some gas money so you can go to? I'll help with gas money if you want to go get him. Starbucks gift cards, just kind of fuel you on your way to. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. Ivanka. The only of his kids he's worried about is Ivanka. Oh. Unraveling, tying him up. Usually this is a voluntarily holding still, but no, this is swords for some form of law enforcement of laws or ethics or what have you. But this feels like it's unraveling and it's wrapping up. Running out of money, having money taken away. Right in the center. But he thinks that he's just going to become belligerent, and he's still, I will win if I think I'm going to win. This whole positive thinking, trying to manifest. By the way, for the record, for anyone who has not heard me say this before, I just want to throw this out there. Donald Trump is not a good manifester. He's not. It's not. You have to raise your energy vibration to a certain point in order to manifest. What he is he's a rich white man in a patriarchal society. He's belligerent and stirred up people's racism, selfishness, greed. He's the walking embodiment of all 7 deadly sins. And he is shameless, and he's pushy. And he learned a long time ago that if he just beats you down, and just keeps going and going and going and going. People are mostly like, just like, dude, I got stuff to do. Just go here. Just take it. Just go. That's how he got where he. That's where he got. How he got where he was. He is not a master manifester. Seriously. Oh wow, Shivani, this is beautiful. Autumn, assisting you now. Also, your guides have your back. Just saw one of your precious guardians walking across the room in back of you. Wow, you are protected. Thank you. That's very sweet. I like that. I have no idea what my guides look like, but they have my back, so this is good. He's power of positive thinking, but it's gonna hurt. Because remember the cards I just pulled? It was sitting pretty. I've got all the money, and this is you no longer have the money. Oh nay. Yeah, squeaky master manipulator. Yes, Aquarian Queen. Yes. Melissa saying squeaky wheel gets the grease. Sometimes the squeaky wheel gets replaced. Yeah, that's... Lisa, they're around you, Autumn. Yes, thank you. You guys are so great. Thank you. All right, we're going back to the Senate. Let's all go back to the Senate. Let's see here. So the question is... will Schumer get rid of the filibuster? Oh, he's so tired of Mitch. He's so tired of Mitch and the stunts that Mitch pulled. Majority Leader Schumer. Hi. He's a decent guy. I always said with all these people, I try to just judge them on a basic, the bar is pretty low. If I was trapped in an elevator with any of these people for an hour, what would it be like to be trapped in an elevator for an hour with, pick person, whomever? Schumer, I get him doing that thing where he stands there with his arms crossed and he's kind of leaning down and he's telling jokes and he's keeping everybody calm, and he's got good energy. He really does. I know he's a politician. I read on politicians. So when I say good energy, take that as you will. For a politician, Saint Schumer. Whew, for the people compared to the people I've been reading on for 4 years now. Saint Schumer. Anyway, sorry. Not looking at the cards. Oh, sorry. I didn't quite understand. A filibuster. I think he doesn't want to, is what I'm getting. He doesn't want to, because he knows what it's like to be on the other side. And once it's gone, good luck at bringing it back. But after everything he's gone through, I think it's going to depend on the topic. Something gets serious enough, he might, but he's not in a hurry to do it. Let's see here. Will Schumer get rid of the filibuster? Democrats got all three branches of government, all the things. what McConnell did to get all of his own agenda accomplished. Oh, but when it comes right down to it, Schumer's not going to let Mitch get in his way. And actually, I think a lot of this is this is either legal, or this is impeachment stuff, or this is ethics stuff. It's this kind of holding up of rules and what should be. Oh, thank you. I wonder if Schumer is thinking, well, one, you don't want to give the other side ammunition if you don't have to. Because, I mean, like, getting rid of the filibuster right now, why? Now, when it's, if he really starts getting in the way. So what I'm getting is not in a hurry, but he's well and truly, he's not forgotten what Mitch has done. All right, 47. Okay, can most Q people be reached and brought back to reality? I mean, obviously there will always be a small subsection who it's like, oh gosh. Aaron Soon, Schumer's a New Yorker. He knows how to fight in tight places. He's been around a long time too. So, all right, Q nuts. The Q loose screws. Okay, can most of them be reached and brought back to reality? I'm getting yes, because they're going to have terrible time. I'm seeing quite a few of them saying, like, it's like they can't get jobs. It's like, if you want to have a job, you need to just let it go. You don't have evidence of your conspiracy theories. Thank you, Geek. Confusion. I'm getting third eye, but I'm getting, wait, what do you mean this wasn't real? Well, what about what happened to the evidence? What have happened to like a huge chunk of what they believe? It just like went up in a puff of smoke. The election was stolen. Well, then why isn't something being done about it? Why isn't Trump fighting anymore? Confusion. They were waiting for the revolution, and they tried, but now the Democrats are in power, and the Republicans are just going on like nothing happened. So yeah, there's definitely a disconnect from reality, but there comes a point where it's hard to keep the fire going if there's no fuel for it. Crystal, the press releases are so refreshing and normal now. I'm just, it's very steady. It's very, the energy coming from the White House, from the government, it just feels very steady, very even boring. And we could use Steve, Fox, they won't let it go. Yeah, they're getting rid of more of their journalists and doing more opinion stuff. Let's have a look. Fox News. Actually, I might do some of this out of order too, because I want to know about this General Charles Flynn. That really happened? All right, Fox News. They can't have journalists there. They can't have real journalists there if they're going to push their right-wing agenda. They're just, if they're going to keep their audience rabid, they can't have, oh, well, there were actual meetings and actual things, and these are the actual things that happened, and the numbers are getting better, and at Fox News, you're going to keep up the crazy? As long as they have advertisers who'll pay to be there. Keep up the crazy. Advertisers, Republican advertisers. I mean, last night on Twitter, they were getting impeach Biden was trending on Twitter. And so, I enjoy when things like that come up because the K-pop fans go, oh, you called? And they start putting fan cams of their favorite performances and things. And I love like dance. I love choreography. I love watching it. And it's like, oh, it's choreography. So I was just scrolling through, was watching all of the choreography. K-pop fans have just taken that on as you start coming up with this garbage again. Fan cams. Fox News. There's going to be some regulation. They're going to be taken to court. Is it the FCC? Does communications? They're going to laws enforced about reinstate the fairness doctrine, that kind of thing, where it's like you need to. Oh, they've got some tempering coming. This administration, the FCC. Thank you, a new chairman. Yeah. The days of we do what we want, burn the place to the ground. Yeah, they're gonna have problems. They're not going to disappear, but I am getting temperance, big time, capital letters, major arcana, legally mandated temperance. So I'll take it. I will take it. And hopefully I will have fewer arguments and there will be fewer stress with my relatives. Anyway, 5430. Okay, future of Russia under the Biden administration. Oh, good. Did you guys see Vlad take the dip into some frozen river, whatever it was? It's like a pool or something, cross-shaped pool, and he was in his swimming trunks and he went down there and he dipped himself and he turned around and walked back out and it was like, yay. Okay. Yeah, sure did, Autumn. Yeah. Did you feel inspired? It was just like, ooh. And the how quickly he was trying to get back out of that pool. It was like, I don't blame you, but you're supposed to be the big tough guy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Future of Russia under the Biden administration. Oh, very, very frustrated, Vlad. Very frustrated. Oh, you know the cyber attacks? Oh, I've got it's not literal, obviously, but I'm getting a mental image of like the Cozy Bear offices or whatever they've got going on there. It's almost like a surge or something. It's almost, like in Star Trek where, they're attacked and then, apparently there are no fuses in, in the 24th century or whatever, because there's the ship is hit and then suddenly the sparks are shooting out of things. It's like, you don't have any breakers. You don't fuses. Really. Anyway, that's the mental image I got. It was like, and then just sparks, which wouldn't actually happen, but that's what I'm getting. I'm glad I made you laugh, Mims. The screws are coming down on Vlad's finances. Whew, yeah. Loopholes he's been money laundering. He's been sort of truth, sort of justice, just coming to do some making that Russian fake financial system very unsteady. He's going to try to take some actions to stay in power, to stay rich. Why am I getting misinformation right in the middle? It's like purposeful misinformation by some part of the U.S. government. It's not quite, it's sort of like, no, it's not. Feeding misinformation. What good would that do? Why is that? Why is that card here? The center. What is this? All right, the oligarchs. Vlad and the oligarchs. Trump wasn't able to get rid of enough of the sanctions for Vlad's liking. Oh, and early in the Biden administration, they're going to start going after. They're going to enforce those sanctions. They're going to. Oh, I've got teeth. Grr, coming down on Vlad's. Vlad's money. Yeah. All right, let's go. We've crossed the 1 hour mark. Okay, 1 hour 30. Should Schumer be nice to McConnell? After all, to get the impeachment moving forward. So should Schumer should Schumer sell seashells by the seashore? Should Schumer sell seashells to Mitch McConnell? After all, I'm getting very similar energy, which is I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to be perfectly reasonable. And as soon as he's not reasonable, then I'm going to lower the boom. But he's not going to waste his energy being belligerent with McConnell. Because he has the power and he knows it. Schumer has the power and he knows it. He's still a politician. He still has a politician's energy. But I'm liking Schumer more by the day. We'll see. Oh no, they tried. Everything the Democrats tried to work together, and McConnell just remember when Stepford Justice was being put on the Supreme Court, and Schumer said, "I will remember that you did this. I will remember how you ran the Senate. I will remember your complete lack of working across the aisle." He will. And then things, major arcana, great big letters, changed. Big movement, massive shifting of the wheel of fate. Who's up was down, who was down is up. Happy Democrats. And McConnell's just sitting there, that low-level buzz of frustration. Should he work together? He's going to be as reasonable as he can until McConnell is not reasonable. The question, I think, more is, should McConnell be reasonable with Schumer? Should he? Yes. Will he? Doubt it. Okay. 0400. Someone was asking, are Trump and co. planning another coup? By the way, I noticed the other day, if I read your question and I roll my eyes, it is never at you. It is never at you. It is at the willful ignorance, cruelty, stupidity of these morons. It is never at you. So I just want to throw that out there. So, are Trump and company planning another coup? It would get absolutely nowhere. They're already on the defense from the last attempt. That other coup. Yeah, it didn't go so well. And now the followers, this is major arcana. They tried. Back when Trump was allowed on Twitter, getting his message out, and people died. And now his most devoted followers are being hunted, basically, for their cruelty. It's done what Pluto does. It hits the field as a plow, and it kicks up the ugliest stuff so that it can be brought to light and can be dealt with, and you can get those ugly rocks out of the field so that new growth can come, good things can come in future. These leaders who would lead this kind of murderous insurrection against the U.S. government, they just raised their hands and said, "Hi, I'm right here." Oh, okay. We'll go pick up that person and go pick up that person and go pick up that person. So I'm also getting in Washington D.C. this if there were a whole bunch of people who tried to descend on the Capitol to do some kind of first of all, National Guard's still there, at least for now. Second of all, even after that, I mean, people died and people lost their jobs after the last attempt, and yeah, the Capitol is not the soft target it was. It should never have been a soft target, but here we are. Okay. 107:30. Okay, impeachment in the Senate. I know that I think you guys just told me that McConnell's request to have the impeachment delayed a lot was denied, but impeachment in the Senate. Actually, McConnell is really angry at Trump. And just does not want to have to deal with Trump or anything about him. Just wants to bury him. Impeachment of Trump in the Senate. Biden administration, Democrats in charge of all three, both houses of Congress and the presidency. McConnell can't do anything. Yeah, there's quite a case there. Even though McConnell's trying to drag his feet. And one of the reasons he's dragging his feet is because he's very aware that there are senators that could get into big trouble and end up facing criminal. This could lead to all kind of ethics investigations. Basically, McConnell could lose senators. And while most of the Republican senators are in areas where they would just be replaced by other Republican senators, it would be, insult on top of injury of having lost the election. editorializing. Good. But back to the reading. McConnell's worried about the senators. McConnell's worried about his senators. Trump can go whistle. He doesn't care. And speaking of seditious morons, 111. Will it be ethics probes into Cruz and Hawley? Go away. No. Sorry. Ethics probe into Cruz and Hawley. What about Graham? My brain, I don't know, but my brain's saying Cruz, Hawley, and Graham. Anonymous, what about Boebert? I thought she was in the House. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Lindsey Graham and those phone calls to Georgia. The request was for Cruz and Hawley, unfortunately, November saying. Okay. Well, we'll look at Cruz, do it alphabetically. Cruz and Hawley. She is, okay. Ethics probe into Ted Cruz, Wolfman jerk. Talk about shameless. Seriously, his moral compass has a giant magnet that he put underneath it, so it just does this. And he knows this looks bad for him, but he doesn't feel very worried. He's on edge, but he's got that on edge, like back when we all lived in caves. You had to stay whenever you were outside of the cave. You were keeping an eye out for predators while you were going, trying to find your own dinner and what have you. Just that on edge. And he lives that. That's every day. So that's not unusual. And he's seeing the Democrats take over, the end of the Trump era, Democrats taking over and things changing. And it feels like he's just, okay, then I'll just play nice with whoever's in power, and not as badly as Graham does, or I'll just, I don't know. It doesn't even seem to upset him as much that Democrats took power, because he just rolls with whatever. He has no moral compass. Seriously. So, Ted Cruz, are you going to get burned in hearings and ethics and whatnot for fighting for Trump? You made the decision. It didn't go well. And those decisions you made are going to come and cut through your heart. He's going to be in trouble. He's going to be in trouble. In what form? Pariah. He doesn't get it, but he doesn't twig because he has no shame. He doesn't twig that he's a pariah. He just sits there for a while. He's got that clueless thing Trump has, only Trump's is more woeful. It's gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him, but I can't figure out how, because his energy is just whatever happens, you just go with it. And being unpopular, he's never been popular. Very weird. Very weird. All right, that was Cruz. Hawley. Hawley knows he's in trouble. Hawley is sweating bullets. Josh Hawley. You idiot. White supremacy. I cannot stand that I now have a card for white supremacy. Ugh. Ugh. Bunch of... I keep this channel clean, so bullpucky. I'll just say that. That's the cleanest way I can put it. Yeah, Holly's... Yeah, he's got some gunk in his aura, too. I think it's like here. It's different. Dark thoughts, bad dreams. Dark thoughts, bad dreams. I don't know why that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, this is the judgment card. It's often my election day card, but it has to do with the transfer of power we just went through, the change in America, and these are the institutions saying, let's look at Hawley. Let's take a good long look at I don't know. I can't remember the names of the Nazis, what they called them, other than like the high ups in the Nazi party. I can't remember. And who cares? They should be on the ash heap of history anyway. Yeah, they're gonna be big. And he's sweating. Cruz isn't sweating any more than he normally does. He's just got this constant kind of mid to low level sweat that just... I do not feel sorry for him, but it's not an easy way to live. It's like he's a weather vane. But a weather vane that somebody greased too much and is just constantly, every little side gust and everything's just... But Hawley. So I'm going to get kicked out with your seek help before the Capitol was attacked. Gestapo. Thank you. He actually might believe some of his lies. He is he QAnon? Because he feels like the mainstream media is lying to you. Honestly, I don't wonder if he's one nut short of a squirrel's lunch, one sandwich short of a picnic. Yeah, there's some. Talking to him has got to be not. It's got to be just like confusing, disorienting. But he got into this position of power. But in fact, he's not in a position of power, because one of the things Biden's going to do is he's going to reinstate all of those inspector generals across the government. And they are going to go to work. And they're going to be listened to. So, walk by faith. I don't think Hawley believes it. He just loves the power and control it gives him. Let me see. Does he really believe? Thank you, Ashley. Does he really believe this stuff? Or is it just convenient? We know he wants that sweet, sweet MAGA money. We know that. That's just a given. But does he believe? Oh, you definitely took your shot. I think there is a certain sweet, sweet MAGA money. Not a whole lot of belief. But I'm still getting, like, talking to somebody who's like, you're talking to them and it's fine, and you're just having conversation, and then you just happen to glance down and you realize the person, like, is wearing like mismatched shoes, mismatched socks, and like swim trunks over their trousers, their suit trousers. And it's like, okay, either this person is an artistic, eccentric, or so then you're like, oh, okay. There's something very disorienting about his energy. There's some weird stuff in there about frustration, flailing, disorienting. That word just keeps coming into my head. Disorienting. Anyway, that's all I got. Okay. All right, now we look at, actually, before I write that down, General Charles Flynn. Lieutenant General Charles Flynn denies relationship with brother Michael Flynn was a factor in the Army's response to the Capitol riot. Uh-huh. Ay. Defended his actions on Thursday. Army now acknowledges the brother of Michael Flynn was part of the Army response to the Capitol riot, or lack thereof. He was present at the January 6th meeting in which the Pentagon pushed back. He is the Army's Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations Plan and Training. So, First, the Army falsely denied that he was there on the call, but then he was. So he was part of it. He wasn't all of it. But let's have a look. 1:26:30. Charles Flynn. What's going to happen to General Charles Flynn? Yes, for entertainment purposes only, YouTube, yes. What's going to happen to General Charles Flynn? General Charles Flynn. He's going to stop talking. There's going to be. I think there is going to be like a 9/11 type commission to look at what happened, and I think he's going to get dragged into this. I mean, you don't get into his position without knowing quite a few things about politics, but this does not bode well. Is it not the decision made? But they're aggressively going to bring in the truth. There's going to be investigations. But what happens to him specifically? I mean, what do I know? I'm just a reader on YouTube, but it feels like he actually is really fed up with his brother, like frustrated and fed up, but who knows? Maybe they're best buddies, but it doesn't feel like it. What happens to Charles Flynn? It's like one of those sibling things of, I love you, but you are a pain in my rear end. Heavy duty Republican, but that's not a shock. But it's also Republican. It's not Trump. That was the attack. They didn't get the help they needed. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very long, tedious investigation. Very long investigation. The sheer number of people involved, the sheer number of documents, discussions, witnesses. I mean, he'll probably be retired and gray-haired before, yeah. is this investigation is going to be massive. Are you saying he is facing a court martial, or are you asking will he face? Because he's definitely going to face judgment. He will sooner or later. I'm just getting it. He was one part of this bigger thing, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on, and he was part of the call. So it seems like he was the messenger for the Trump ideas, but it's really, I'm getting a lot of pentacles. He's just very Republican. Yeah, I'm not getting anything specific. I'm not saying he won't be court-martialed someday. It just goes on and on and on. And there's even more to look at, and more to look at, and more to look at, and more to look at. And yeah, it's going to be, yeah, don't start eating popcorn when they start looking into this, because you will weigh 800 pounds by the time they're done. So anyway. All right. 3 cards. Message for us. Oh, is snoring. 133. Short little message for us. That's adorable. J. Flynn used to be a Democrat like Trump. Okay. Message for us. What the Republicans did, what the Trumpers did, it's all there. Smoking gun, you can't breathe through all the smoke from all the guns. It's there, and there. There will be changes. There will be accountability. There will be investigations and evidence. This is the center of this reading, is evidence. People who love the country, but also the people who were brainwashed in the cult of Trump. No matter which side of this you're on, whether it's love of country or love of Trump crazy, there's evidence of what the damage that was done, and these people will face consequences, and that it will vary. They will vary depending on the severity of what they did. Because I've got Chad here, Hangman. Their lives being upended. So it's easy to feel, because the indictments haven't started coming down, because the new things like the 9/11 style commission being formed about the attack on the Capitol, just because that hasn't happened yet, it's easy to fall into this feeling of they're never going to be held accountable. Do not despair. Do not despair. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your help today. Thank you for your great questions. Thank you to our moderators. All right. All right. I'm here every day of the year at 12 noon Central Time, Chicago time in the in the US. So hang in there, and I'll see you tomorrow.